Okay, let's see. We good? Hello, greetings, salutations, welcome. Good afternoon, bienvenidos. If you're watching this right now, hi. If you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and just skip ahead to about 10 minutes in, because I'm just getting the stream going here, getting established and set up. If we don't know each other, my name is Anna MC. I'll be guiding you through your practice today. I'm just going to be kind of moseying around, hanging out until the time gets a little bit closer. If you're currently with me, go ahead and grab a strap or a towel or a belt or any apparatus that maybe an old t-shirt that's gonna assist you later on for a stretch. So, yep, that's all I really got for you for now. Start to get settled in. We're gonna move today. Hi, friends. Greetings, good evening, hello, wherever you are in the world. We're getting started in about 5 minutes or so. If you don't know each other, my name's Anna MC. I'm guiding you through a. Ooh, sorry, I can hear myself. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. Make it stop. Mute. Okay. Um, where was I? We're doing power yoga flow. We're gonna do some one breath, one movement tonight. Because I just want to move and groove. I want to sweat a little bit. I don't know about y'all. Go ahead if you're already with me and grab something. Grab like a small towel or a strap. If you have a strap that goes around your yoga mat, that goes a really long way. And if you don't have either of these handy, you can also grab a belt, right? Anything you can use to help kind of grab your foot, because we're going to do some of that toward the end of practice today. So start to get your stuff together. Throw your mat down, grab some water. I also like to have a towel by because I know I'm gonna sweat today. So if you know you're gonna be sweaty, make sure you have a towel nearby. We'll get started in a few minutes. That's it. If you have any questions, I've got the little YouTube chat going, so you can, type to me there. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, good evening. We're back. Hello. We're getting started in just a moment. If we don't know each other, my name's Anna MC. I've done this intro like 3 times already, so hope you like it. Getting started in a second. You're in for a power yoga flow. We're going to do some one breath, one movement. We're going to sweat probably. If you're just joining me, I want you to please grab a towel or a strap or a belt. We'll do some assisted hamstring stretching in the end of practice. So yeah, that being said, we're getting started momentarily. If you are able to, please consider donating to our teacher support fund. You can find that link at blackswanyoga.com/live. I posted it in the comments section here as well. So handy little button that says make a donation to our teachers. That's me. And a lot of really other wonderful people. So if you're able to, please donate. If you want some tunes for practice, I wasn't able to post a playlist today, but you can just go to my Spotify, Anna MC. I've got a ton of Black Swan playlists, all starting with the label BSY. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I don't know what's happening with my Wi-Fi on my computer, but I hope it keeps working on my phone, because that would be not fun if it didn't. Give me 1 second, friends. I just want to make sure that this is going to work, or that it is working rather, on our Okay, whatever. Here we are. We're just gonna do the thing. All right, we're gonna start in a seat. We'll take just a few breaths together and then we're gonna get moving. So find a tall, comfortable seat. Settle in. Close your eyes. Take the shoulders up to the ears. And let them drop down the back. So we're gonna take a moment here to allow ourselves to arrive into stillness. To make the conscious decision to step away from whatever day you've already had. To let go of any thoughts of what's going to happen after this practice. That little reminder that everything that's happened before this moment is gone now. It's in the past. Everything that will happen after this moment is yet to come. It is completely uncertain and not within your control. So for the next hour, as you move on your mat, can you allow yourself to simply be present in this moment? Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. I want to do a few equal part breaths together. I'm going to start with 3 7-second breaths and then we'll get moving. The way it's going to work, we'll take one cleansing breath, then we will inhale for a count of 7 and exhale for a count of 7. That's it. So we inhale to exhale, take a deep breath in. Empty all the way out. And inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4. Count on your own this time. Inhale. Exhale. Get a deep breath in. Big breath out. Now before we get moving, if you'd like to take this opportunity to set an intention for practice, do so now. Beautiful. Flutter your eyelids open and we're going to get going. Let's start in a tabletop position today, friends. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread wide through your fingers, untuck your toes, and make sure you have a slight upward engagement here instead of a sway back, right? Just draw the navel in to support the spine. Soften slightly through the elbows, and on the inhale, slowly drop the navel as you lift your gaze and tailbone up toward whatever is above you, the sky, the ceiling, shoulders sliding down the back. Take a big breath into the belly. On the exhale, lead with the pelvis. Pull the navel up and in. Round up the spine. Chin tucks to chest as you press the ground away. Cat pose. Feel that opening between the shoulders. Slowly inhale, belly drops. Gaze and tailbone lift. Exhale, round it out. Again. Now friends, just cycle through this a few times on your breath, right? I want to encourage you to explore any other variations that you're craving here. Circles of the spine and hips, maybe a wrist stretch or a calf stretch. Just a few breaths to drop in to the body and to check in with where you are today. With that gentle reminder that it's probably different than where you were yesterday. It's definitely different from where you're going to be next week or tomorrow. So we'll just allow ourselves permission to be where we're at and to show up for our bodies and our whole self with compassion, right? It's not that serious. It's just yoga. We're moving our bodies, we're breathing, and we're doing our best. Start to make your way back to a neutral tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, spread the fingers, find that upward engagement. Tuck your toes. Look at the top edge of your mat. Now we're going to hover the knees about 2 to 3 inches off the ground. I like to call this beast pose, or we at Black Swan do. That's we're hovering the knees, pressing the ground away. There's that little bit of a rounding between the shoulders. The navel's hugging up and in. I want to hear like 3 of your nastiest beast breaths. Big breath in. Through the nose out. Big breath. Through the nose out. Again. Hold for the inhale. Ooh, down dog. On the exhale, send your hips up and back. Take a few beats, friends. Pedal it out. Check in with this first down dog. Notice what and where you are feeling in the body. Familiar or new sensations. And as you play, just make sure you've got a solid foundation. Keep your hands, are they about shoulder distance? You spreading through your fingers, pressing through your fingertips. Are your feet about inner hip distance apart? Triceps wrapping in, navel drawing up. Find stillness here, heels reaching toward the ground. Knees can always stay softly bent. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Good. On your next inhale, start to lift your heels high off the mat, leading with the hips. Begin to roll forward to a high plank. Shoulders over wrists, heels pressing back. Keep looking at the top edge of your mat. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Now from here, just start to bend your knees. Press your rib cage closer towards your thighs. So like halfway between a beast and a down dog, actively pressing the heart back. And then straighten the legs out, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Heels up, roll forward, high plank. Hold here, big breath in, big breath out. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Press your heart back towards your thighs. Full breath in and out. And straighten the legs back out. Let's do that one more time. Lifting the heels up, roll forward. Look at the top edge of your mat. Full breath in, full breath out. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Press your heart and ribs back. Breath cycle. And straighten out. This time, on the inhale, we lift the heels up, softly bend the knees, look between your hands, and then let's just tiptoe to the top of the mat. Meeting in our ragdoll pose, bend your knees a lot, fold deeply, let your head hang. Maybe you grab elbows and sway. Bob the spine up and down. Shake the head. Get as weird as you want to here. And again, just use this as an opportunity to check in with where you are. Maybe you take a little pedal out. Good. And find stillness here. Keep the knees softly bent. Start to draw your navel in. Lengthen your spine and inhale to a halfway lift. Look at the top edge of your mat. So we want to lengthen through the crown of the head here. Fingertips are rooting into the floor or your shins. And then on the exhale, forward fold. Do that again without straightening the legs. Keep that soft bend. Lead from your center. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen shoulders back. And exhale, fold. On the inhale, bend into your knees slowly. Start to roll up to standing. When you arrive, shoulders come up the ears and down the back. Palms forward for your mountain pose. Soften the knees. Draw the low belly in. Shoulders pinch together. Palms press forward. On the inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Take your arms up overhead. Palms come together to touch. Draw the shoulders down the back. Lift your heart and gaze. Take a big breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Keep your knees softly bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, lead from center. Lengthen. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands flat. Step back. Look forward, chin away from chest. Shift forward. Come to your knees. And the exhale lowers down to the mat. Toes untucked, elbows wrapping into the ribs. Baby cobra on the inhale. Heel the heart up. Squeeze the elbows back. Press all 10 toenails into the mat and firm up your thighs. Exhale, release down. High plank on the inhale. You can come up through your knees. And down dog on the exhale. Send your hips up and back and take a few beats there. So, if you know me, you know knees to mat to baby cobra, the flow I use. Feel free to use that flow as well, or take chaturanga and up dog. We're gonna roll through some sun salutation A's, one breath, one movement. Like I said earlier, I wanna float, I wanna get our breath linked to our bodies, and I wanna sweat. So we're gonna do 3 sun A's on the breath. Take it slow and steady. Exhales equal to inhales, just like we did earlier, all right? From down dog, clear that breath, big breath in, big breath out. Let's do it. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale to step, hop, or float to a forward fold. Land light. Halfway lift, inhale, navel in, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, all the way up, look overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant it, step it back, and lower half or all the way down. Baby cobra or up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. One breath in, one breath out. Again, inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. We meet in down dog. One breath in, one breath out. Last one. Inhale, heels up, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, however you arrive. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, float it out. Beautiful. All right. Blood flowing. I'm starting to sweat. Let's mix it up a little bit. We're going to build up a new series. From down dog, clear it out, in and out. All right. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. What? I thought you said it was going to be different. It is. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes come together to touch. Heels about an inch apart. If you have low back issues, keep a little space between your feet. And let's inhale up to a chair pose. Arms up, tall spines. What do I always say here? I say, if you're doing the most with your hips way down here, ask yourself, why am I doing that? Let's do a little bit less with more intention. So, instead of having hips super low, can you bring them up? And then find a taller spine, a more engaged core, and a neutral pelvis. Arms up or at the heart. Stay here for a few breaths, squeezing your thighs together. Try to lift your toes off the mat to make sure your weight's in your heels. Good. Now from here, just take your hands to heart center for now. Lift just your left heel off the mat, shifting your weight to your right foot. Start to draw your left heel towards your left butt cheek, extending your leg back behind you, and then landing your left foot far at the back of your mat for a high lunge. Notice the right leg is in the front here. We're on the ball of the left foot, right knee's over the ankle. We're going to slightly soften that left knee, knit the ribs and hips close to bring some engagement and awareness to center and a deeper stretch into the left psoas, or hip flexor. Arms come up, shoulders draw down the back. Take a couple breaths. Good. Hold for an inhale, lift out of the lower rib cage, get a little taller in the spine. On the exhale, T-twist. Take your right arm backward, your left arm forward. Thumbs facing up toward the ceiling. The inhales lengthen. The exhales deepen. Maybe you look over that right thumb. Make sure your left leg is still working. Maybe you lose your balance, right? Now from here, we're going to take that right hand on the back of the left thigh or to the small of the back. And then inhale to reach your left arm up and over. I'm going to switch directions so I'm facing you. So we're just reversing this twist, right? Finding height through the left rib cage. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Seal down, open up. So we're circling open there. Now check in with this warrior two, right? We're here a lot in our practices. So let's make sure we have some positive muscle memory. Right knee over the ankle. Big toe visibly pointing forward. Cool. Actively open your right knee toward the pinky toe edge to protect the knee from collapsing. Press through your left pinky toe edge to fire up that thigh. Make sure your hip isn't sassing back. Knit the ribs and hips closed. Shoulders draw down the back. Look over your front middle finger. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Again. Rip the floor apart with your feet. Good. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg out. Start to reach that right hand forward. Notice how the pelvis is bumping back. Allow your left hip to wrap slightly forward. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. When you can't lengthen anymore, take your right arm where it lands naturally. Take your left arm up to the sky. Draw that shoulder down into the socket. Still pressing firmly through both feet. Can you spiral your right rib cage open? Take a few breaths in your triangle pose. Beautiful. Now from here, take your left hand to your left hip. Draw your right elbow into your right rib cage. So I like to think of this as jazz hands and sassy hips. All right? So I got my jazz hand, I got my sassy hip. I'm going to start to bend into that right knee, drawing my weight into the right foot, looking down and out, and then floating that left leg for a half moon pose. As I arrive, I reach my right arm down. Maybe you lose your balance, right? So we're flexing that left heel, hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder. Your left arm can always reach up toward from warrior two. Straighten your right leg out, flip your right palm, and inhale to a peaceful triangle. Find height. Your left hand can be down the back of your left thigh or in a half bind, whatever feels good. Just try to create space in the right ribs. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel down. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Technology is not flawless as much as we want to hope it is. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we just did on our second side. So if you're not in down dog, get to your down dog. Let's clear this out. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, step, hop or float. Forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. Inhale to your chair. Pose arms up, tall spines. Thighs squeezing together. Engage through center. Take 3 breaths. Good. Lift the right heel off the mat. Start to draw that heel toward the butt. And then begin to punch it back behind you as you land into the ball of your right foot for a high lunge. Left knee over ankle. Hips are squaring forward. Arms go up. Shoulders draw down. Soften the right knee and knit the ribs and hips in. Say hi to the front of your right thigh. Next, inhale. Drop out of the low rib cage, get tall. Exhale, twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Thumbs facing up toward the ceiling. Keep your right leg active. The inhales lengthen, and the exhales deepen. Take your left hand on the back of your right thigh or to the small of your back. Flip your right palm and inhale to find height. Reverse your twist. Breathing deeply into the right rib cage. And then like you're making a circle, you're going to take that left hand, sweep it past the right butt cheek and thigh, and circle open to a warrior two. Adjust if you need to. Nice long stance here. Knee over ankle, big toe forward, both legs actively wrapping outward. Square, engaged, boom. Hold here for a couple breaths. Try to rip the floor apart with your feet. Notice how that activates the legs. Good. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Start to reach that left hand forward. The pelvis presses back and wraps slightly around. When you can't go forward anymore, left hand comes down, right arm comes up, Trikonasana, triangle. Roll the left rib cage open. Maybe you even lift it up a centimeter or more to say hi to your core. Breathe. Still pressing through both feet. Good. Now I'm going to take my sassy hip and my jazz hand, and I'm going to start to shift my weight into my left foot, looking down and out, dragging that right foot forward to float for our half moon. Hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder, try to draw up and away from the ground. Core working a lot. Your left hand sure as hell could come to a block or support item. Should you fall, Warrior Two is there to catch you. Take your time. That's where we're going to meet. From Warrior Two, straighten your left leg, flip your left palm, inhale to find tight, peaceful triangle. Making space between the left ribs, maybe that right arm comes into a half bind, totally up to you. Stay here, big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down to a low lunge. Perhaps you choose a one-legged flow, maybe you skip your flow. Yogi's choice. We meet in down dog. So here's the deal, friends. We're going to do this same series. One breath, one movement. Oh no, we're doing half moon, one breath? Yeah, but we're going to take it slow. So listen for the cues. Long, steady breaths. From down dog. Let's do the thing. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. How do you arrive? Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. Chair pose, inhale. Hold here for the exhale. Lift your left heel up. Inhale to slowly step all the way back to a high lunge. Exhale, twist. Left arm forward, right arm backward. Flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse your twist. Exhale, Warrior Two, open up. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale to prep, look down. Exhale, half moon, float your leg. Hold for the inhale, flex through your heel. Exhale, Warrior Two. Straighten your leg. Inhale, peaceful triangle. Exhale, cartwheel to flow, meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. Chair pose, inhale. Hold for the exhale. Right heel lifts. Slowly on the inhale. Step all the way to the back of your mat. Exhale, twist. Left arm backward. Flip your palm. Inhale, reverse your twist. Exhale, circle open. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, prep. Exhale, half moon, float your leg. Hold for the inhale, flex your heel, lift up. Exhale, land lightly, Warrior Two. Straighten out, flip your palm, inhale, peaceful triangle. Exhale, cartwheel, two. Flow, meet in down dog. All right, friends, we're going to do this once more, but we're going to add on just a few shapes. So, all right. Yeah, let's do this. From downward facing dog. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. Chair pose, inhale, come up. Hold for the exhale. Lift your left heel, pause there. This time, we're going to take the left ankle to the top of the right thigh for a figure 4 chair. Hands come to the heart. Draw your left knee down and out, flex through your left heel. Now you can hold right here, challenging your balance, right? That's perfectly fine. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, take your elbows to your shin. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take your fingers to the floor and fold. From there, if you want to try out a flying pigeon prep, I like to wiggle my right foot back a little bit, plant the hands flat, and take chaturanga on the arms. Wrap your elbows in, hook your left foot around your right tricep, and then from there, just start to look forward. This is the basis to get there, right? I'm not there today. My body is real jacked up. So maybe you fly, maybe you just play with hooking your left foot around the outside of that right tricep, right? Wrapping the elbows back, pressing foot into tricep, and just shifting forward. We don't get to skip from A to Z, right? There's all those steps in between. So maybe you fly today, maybe you don't. Good. Wherever you are, begin to make your way back to that figure 4 chair. Hands at the heart, tall spine. From there, inhale your left knee up to your chest, keep your right knee soft. Take your left heel towards your butt cheek. Slowly start to punch that left heel back to reach your heart forward. Pause in a warrior 3 this time. So I'm having a lot of hamstring struggles lately, so I might not be able to hold this here today. We're going to flex the left toes down, hips and shoulders squaring down, lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe there. If you fall out, your high lunge is there to catch you. So this is what I'm saying. From day to day, our bodies are going to be different. I've strained my hamstring over the last couple weeks, so I've got to be nice to it today and give it some time to heal. That's okay. From your full warrior 3, we're going to find a supported warrior 3. Take your fingertips to the floor underneath your shoulders. So we've got a long flat back here, engaged core, left toes flexing down. Keep your left hand on the ground. On an inhale, reach that right arm up. We're going to find our revolved half moon. Yeah, this pose is crazy. Your left hip probably started to dip down, so try to lift that left heel up. Roll your rib cage open a little more. We're in this weird, crazy balancing standing twist. Maybe you've been here before, maybe you haven't, maybe you're happy to be here, maybe you aren't. It's all okay. Listen carefully. From here, start to land into the ball of your left foot for a low lunge, then inhale to come up for that high lunge twist. What? I know, it's crazy. From here, take a big breath in, and exhale, warrior 2, open up. Maybe you need to lengthen out. Straighten your right leg. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. Inhale to prep, look down, reach forward. Exhale, half moon. Hold here. Maybe you fall. Got me back in a warrior 2. From here, inhale, let's find a flying warrior this time. All 10 toes turn slightly in. Arms come up, make a big X shape with your body. Lift your heart. Then exhale to a wide-legged fold, hinge forward. Head hangs heavy. I'm going to give you a few breaths here. Maybe you try a bind here. Maybe you try a twist. Maybe you come into a balancing pose. You could come into a headstand or a forearm stand from here. Just a few breaths of yogi playtime. Slowly, especially if you are in a headstand or balancing pose, take your time to just make your way back to neutral here. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale to find a long, flat back, strong core. Look to the right. On the exhale, find a low lunge at the top of your mat, pivoting into the right knee. Step back to a high plank. Let's hold here for 8. Breathe. 6, keep pressing heels back, reaching head forward. 4, 2, and take your flow. We'll meet in down dog We do this all on our second side, and then we'll begin our cool down. All right. From down to dog. Let's do the thing one last time with some feeling. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift in. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. Chair pose. Inhale. Hold for the exhale. This time the right heel lifts. As the hands come to the heart, we find our figure four chair. Ankle to thigh, foot flexes, knee draws down and out. You can stay here challenging your balance. You can take elbows to shin to find a slightly deeper stretch. Or you can take fingers to floor here. If your fingers go to the floor, you can play with your flying pigeon. I'm going to opt for a tree pose today. Is as I said, I have overworked my right side, so I'm going to take the less violent approach for my body. Maybe you choose a tree pose today as well. You have a few breaths in whatever figure four variation you are in. If your hands are on the floor, slowly start to make your way back up. We'll meet in that figure four chair. And then the inhale takes the right knee up to the chest, flex your foot, soften your left knee. Heel goes toward the butt. Start to reach the head forward as you punch that right heel back. Flexing all five toes down, knitting the ribs and hips in. Can you pull your weight up and away from that left hip? Heel, hip, and head in a straight line if possible. If you fall, high lunge is there to catch you. Challenge your balance today. Good. From here, let's find that supported warrior. Fingertips come down underneath the shoulder. We want a long spine here, strong core. Still punching through the right heel. Left knee is still softly bent. Inhale, peels that left arm up for a revolved half moon. If your right hip dropped, lift that heel again. Try to roll your right rib cage open. If possible, look at your left thumb. Oh my gosh, this pose is crazy. What even is this? It's a lot is what it is. So just stay here for a moment. And then we're going to land the ball of the right foot behind us and inhale to come up to our high lunge with that open twist. We've been here before. Take a breath in. Exhale, circle open. Oh, I skipped a part to reverse it. Sorry, y'all. We're in a warrior two here. Good. Things happen. Inhale to straighten your leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale to prep. Look down, reach forward. Exhale to your half moon pose. Hold here for the inhale. Flex your heel. Draw the weight up. Exhale. Warrior two. Got it. Inhale. Two. Come side. Let's come to that flying warrior this time. Arms come up. Toes turn in. I don't remember if we did peaceful triangle on the other side. Exhale. Wide-legged fold. My brain is starting to go. Sorry, friends. Wide-legged fold. That's the danger sometimes of teaching and flowing at the same time is I don't know where I start to go. Find a second round of that wide-legged fold. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Play with where your weight is distributed, heels or toes. Maybe you deepen the stretch. I'm not going to today. Maybe you turn your knees and toes out. You sink into a little goddess squat or a skandasana here. Yogi playtime. Do you? Arm balance, headstand, whatever you're working on. If you are in a balancing pose, take your time. Slowly, with control, start to make your way back to your wide-legged fold. With your hands under your shoulders, inhale to find a long flat back and a strong core. Look to your left. Exhale, low lunge. Turn into your left knee. Step back to a high plank. Let's hold here for 8. Last little bit of work. Thighs super firm, heels pressing back. Look at the top edge of your mat. You're here for 6. Just keep breathing. Press the ground away. You're here for 4. You can probably keep going. If you need to come to your knees, just come to your knees, because guess what? You're here for 2. Stay for a big breath in. Big breath out. A little shift forward. Come to your knees and take your flow. We meet in downward facing dog. Oh, good old down dog. Take a couple beats in this down dog. It's the last time you're going to be here in this practice. Notice if it's different than the first. Good. And then from here, inhale, heels up, look forward. And exhale to take a seat at the top of your mat. Whew. All right, friends. Let's see how we're doing. Perfect. I'm going to start to cool down a bit. Let's just do a little bit of hip, just a little bit. And then we're going to go to our back for our cool down. So, Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide, sit bones down, tall spine, big breath in. Exhale to fold forward. There's just some things I like to do every day. This is one of them. You can either work with your natural mobility, or you can start to build your flexibility, encouraging yourself deeper into this by pressing your elbows into your legs. Can you send breath all the way down into the pelvis here? Unclench your jaw. Full breath cycle. Good. Use your hands to slowly walk yourself back up. Take your knees together, give a little squeeze. And then come to lay down on your back. Make sure that your strap or towel or belt or old t-shirt, whatever you have, make sure it's handy. We won't need it right now, but we'll need it soon. Start to make your way to your back. Good. Plant your heels close-ish to your butt, about hip distance apart. Palms facing down to your sides. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. Begin to tuck the tailbone here, right? So press the small of your back down into the mat. Notice how it engages the abdomen and starts to tilt the pelvis. And then inhale, find your bridge pose. Drive your hips up. Weight shifts onto the shoulders. If you're creating a bind here, you can always interlace your fingers for a little shoulder opening action. Stay grounded through all 10 toes, through all 3 corners of the feet. Breathe into the front line of your body. Continuously pressing the thigh bones up. If you have that bind, carefully release it. Plant your palms. Slowly roll back, down. Hips are the last thing to arrive. And just take a little rock of the spine. So we're just shifting forward and backward here. Good. And from there, find stillness. Extend your left leg long. Draw your right knee up in toward your chest. Interlacing the fingers around the shin to give a little pull. You can play with flexing and pointing your toes or circling your ankle. Hugging it in nice and tight. We're going keep that left hand gripped around the shin. Take your right arm out to your side, and then come into a supine twist. Right knee drops to the left. Turn to look over the right shoulder. Allow your right shoulder to stay grounded. And focus your breath to your low belly and low back. Full breath cycle. Carefully draw back through center. Take both knees in, little squeeze. And then extend the right leg long. Gripping that left shin, give a little hug in toward the chest. Again, you can play with circling the ankle or pointing and flexing. Good. Keep the right hand gripped around the shin, extend your left arm long, and then start to draw your left knee over to the right. Allow the left shoulder to stay grounded. Turn to look over the left shoulder. Maybe you close your eyes. So you focus your breath to the low belly and low back. Full breath cycle. Good. Inhale to carefully draw through center. Both knees in, give a little squeeze. All right. Go ahead and grab either your towel or your strap. If you have a strap, make a little loop on the end, or if you have a belt, you can do the same. If you just have a towel, just kind of wrap it up like you're like a jerk in gym class, right? One of those, or older sibling. So, whatever you have, strap, towel, t-shirt, belt, take it in your hands. We're going to extend the left leg long. We're going to float that right leg up toward the ceiling, flexing your foot. Notice how much of a bend I still have here, right? That's because my hamstrings are pretty tight. And if you don't have any prop, you can just hold here, gripping the back of your hamstring and giving a gentle pull. That's fine too, okay? Otherwise, we're going to take that towel or strap, right? We're going to flex our foot up, and then we're just going to give a gentle pull back toward the face. Still flexing the heel. You can keep the knee bent if you need to, right? Like I said, I have to work with a little bit of a bend today. I have overstretched my hamstrings. So that's where I'm at, but be where you are. Just giving that little pull toward the face, working on straightening the leg eventually. Good. Now from here, I'm going to grip whatever I have. For me right now it's a towel in just my right hand. I'm going to plant my left hand to my left side. Then I'm going to start to draw my right knee out to the right, or my right foot. Still flexing the heel. I'm still keeping my knee bent because that's what I need today. I'm going to flex my left toes up toward the ceiling and try to keep that left hip grounded. Breathing here again, a gentle pull toward the face. Straightening the leg if that's possible for you today. You can always take a peace finger grip around your big toe as well if you have that flexibility available to you and you don't even need a prop. Breathing here as we open out to the right. Channel your breath all the way down. And slowly start to come up through center. Now I'm going to grip with my left hand, take my right hand out, palm flat, and I'm going to start to draw my right leg over to the left, still flexing the heel. I'm going to make some more space here. Still pulling gently toward the face. Notice how this is different in each of these positions. And again, you can do this with a peace finger grip if you don't even need the prop today. Slowly begin to come back towards center. Get just a little pull toward the face. And bend your knee to carefully release. Good. Then we switch sides. Maybe you take a little squeeze in between. Extending the right leg long. Grounding that heel and that hip. This time I'm going to use the strap that I have with the circle around the end. I'm going to hook it around the arch of my foot. We're going to flex that foot. Give a gentle pull. Also, for the record, you can always ground your foot like you're in a bridge pose as well, right? You can bend your knee, ground your foot if that feels better for you. So breathing into the left side now, toes flexing up, little pull toward the face. Hold here, still flexing the foot, grip with the left hand and slowly start to open out to the left. Again, little pull toward the face, stop where you need to, there's no need to push it. And slowly on an inhale, start to draw back through center. Switch your grip, right hand grips it, left arm comes out, and then start to draw that foot over. Still flexing, still pulling it toward the face. And on an inhale, carefully start to come back up. Give just a little pull. Rebend your knee and release. Come back on my mat. Plant your feet by your butt like you're prepping for bridge, and then just take a little windshield wiper of your legs left and right. And let's take a happy baby before we close out tonight. So draw the knees to the chest. You can either grip around your shins here, or you can grip the soles of your feet, flexing feet to hands, knees to armpits. Find a little rock. Find some exploration, some play. Maybe you pull your toes overhead, finding a plow pose. Maybe you hang out here and you get a little silly, you flutter your lips out. Any final little movements, any final poses or shapes you need to take, go. All right, gotta love technology, y'all. From your happy baby, start to draw your feet together. Draw your knees together. Wrap your forearms around your shins and pull your forehead in to meet your knees. We're gonna make a nice tight ball with our body here. Give yourself a hug. Show yourself some gratitude for showing up for you tonight. Take your biggest inhale of your whole day. Squeeze as tight as you can. And exhale, Shavasana, final rest. Try not to skip this, please. If you have the time, just give yourself a couple minutes to be still. So we're letting everything go here. Arms and legs long. Toes just fall where they may. Eyelids closed. I'm going to stay here with you for a little while and then guide you out of this. So if you just want a short Shavasana, hang out with me a little longer. Return to your natural breath. Allow every muscle in the body to relax. Allow your shoulders and hips to grow heavy as they ground you. And allow yourself to drift. I want to encourage you to rest as long as you need it, to stay here in meditation. However, if you need to go about your evening, slowly begin to draw your focus back in, starting with some little wiggles of your fingers and toes. And let those turn into circles of the wrists and ankles. And then take a nice big good morning stretch, arms reach overhead. Fingers and toes pull away as we lengthen the spine. And on an exhale, slowly roll onto one side. With your eyes closed if possible, slowly start to press up to a comfortable seat. On an inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. I encourage you to take a moment here. Maybe you simply sit with this connection to your breath and practice. Maybe you come back to that intention you set. Or perhaps you stay here in a seated meditation even after I sign off. Wherever you are in the world, it is such a pleasure, such an honor and a joy to be able to share this practice with you virtually. Finding still a sense of community even though we're all so far apart. Let's take one more breath together. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth. Now, as always, the light in me honors, acknowledges, and truly loves that same light in you. Namaste. Beautiful, y'all. I'm sure you did amazing work. Thanks for being here. Again, my name's Anna MC. You can find me on Instagram at the.anna.mc. Please donate if you can. You can find that link at blackswanyoga.com/live. I'll be back on here tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. with a fresh flow for you, so please join me again. Have a wonderful night. Drink lots of water and be well, friends. Namaste.